They go play action here on first down. And he fires. Will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And now here's Ross. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now Palmer on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have... Jeez, we don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Palmer toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third and short. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third and 2, now Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again, it's Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But
he's got it. Their big tight end. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frosty Rucker with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Encroachment defense.
Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Ross on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, it's Palmer. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So
back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. first down. Underneath for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking middle, and it's in. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. A 30. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball, it is...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Okay, only one phrase comes to mind after watching that fake executed before fourth down. You know what it is?
I can't wait to hear it. I'm very baffled right now. What do you got?
They had a method to their madness.
Yeah, their method worked. You don't see people line up to go for a fake without it being fourth down, but I guess they had a play they liked.
Yeah, I was enjoying your commentary on that one as you were trying to set it up. Okay, not fourth down, setting up for a field goal, and they fake it. It was amazing.
Yeah. This one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Still third down.
Third down at 8 now. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He finds his man, Baldwin. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and now it's second down. rolls the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a third and... Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day...
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's John Ryan now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally.
And he coughed it up. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see that. On so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes. A fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And no timeouts at their disposal here, so he gets up and spikes it to stop the clock. To throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
One last shot for Wilson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.